and any second now we should be seeing... There we go. Freaky awesome! Now I should... No, that's fine. Yes, this is a Binding of Isaac roguelike-y thing. Roguelite, I suppose the current term is. And, yeah. I'm going to do a bit of window futzing, because I am actually able to see the chat with this window size. Now, as you can see, there are 3 profiles, so 3 different people can play on your game with different progression levels, and I'm using a new profile because, well, first off, we have an intro. We can play offline, we're going to play on difficulty normal, and, well, pixel art, it varies. Yeah, that was my reaction when I saw this intro. Hmm? Huh? Oh! So, we are Sam, Wellard Star of Nasty Beasts 5. Well, 1 through 5. Action movie star, we can punch, we can kick with left mouse, right mouse. We can use things with E, and in fact we're going to open up the gates here. This only happens the once. And once we've started up... No, I don't know why we had to run into the things either, but we did. So, yeah, let's go into the sewers to find our dog, because we are secretly a sensitive soul. A secret painful soul. So, welcome to a lot of bagger, I want to say. We have fallen into some toxic waste, and anyone who's ever watched an 80s movie knows what that means. Oh god, what are we? So, yeah, you could actually choose with the left and right keys, the mutation. We went for head. Does that with the left click, literally throws his head, and with right click lays eggs. Oh, it's a now, funnily enough, even though the game recommends a controller, I would actually say that keyboard and mouse is pretty good, with one basic keybind exception, which I'll get into. Anyway, as you can see, the enemies are kind of slow. And funnily enough, this is going to end up being one of my criticisms of the game. You are looking at a bulldog with a man's head and massive teeth that lays worm eggs. Baby worms, with your quiff, if you look closely. Anyway, our first item is dynamite, and here comes the thing where you might want to rebind keys, because the use item key on the keyboard is K. That's right, you're using the mouse, that's one hand, you're using WASD and E, that's another hand, and then... Bloody... It's there, it's somewhere! Anyway, coin door. Very good. Now, enemies will spawn in unless the room is empty, and there we go. Now, this green stuff, this is one of the trade-offs. On the one hand, it will heal you. On the other, it will also trigger mutations, and if you play Binding of Isaac, these doors are already going to look familiar. I know, right? So we did take some damage, but it doesn't really matter because, as mentioned, the goo will heal us. But here's the thing, and I think this will be the room where it gets demonstrated. No, it'll be another room. Yeah, as you can see, environments can be a little tight. Oh, and that was a healing item. Very good. Ah, here we go. Our meter is glowing. And yet there are no enemies. God damn it. Oh, yeah, dynamite. Only things that can blow up these concrete blocks is explosives. And sometimes items are hidden in the concrete blocks. So, it is very important that you actually use your items, because otherwise you'll never find all the cool things. Okay. Yeah, this is going to become a problem later. Now, at the moment, we only have the 2 mutations. Now, this guy is Chicken. No, really, that's the mutation's name in the library. They can kick with left and dodge roll with right. You'd think this would make Chicken one of the more, like, broken characters, but not really, even with the iframes. Yeah, if you're not paying attention, then you're gonna get hit. And that kick is not the be-all and end-all, believe you me. But it's the only 2 mutations we have right now. And these disgusting little blobs will basically puke in a row. So it's very easy to dodge them, but at the same time, they're ugly little spuds, aren't they? Anyway, moving on. We missed a coin. Oh well. And this is why collecting goo is good. The more goo you collect, the more coins you get. The more coins you get, once we find a shop, the better the stuff we can get. Isn't that lovely? So here's a new enemy for this floor, and he will turn up from that floor. The 3-legged guy is very fast. Oh, God. Yeah, remember what I said about inattention? The sound is good. I'm not the biggest fan of the music, but the sound, yeah. I will try and help you understand. I'm not guaranteeing it's gonna work, but I will try. Okay, here's our first shop. We can have a healing syringe, we can buy some DNA, or we can spend some points to upgrade the shop. We're not going to do any of that. Getting out is right-click. That will become a problem with a later mutation. Okay, and we've got a coin box, and more of these puking little spuds. And sometimes, opening a chest will, on the one hand, unlock an item, but on the other, it will also summon new enemies, and every time there's an enemy active in the room, well, it will lock the room. And here's our new friend, the buzzsaw. It will follow us very slowly, and enemies behind us will be lightly damaged if it hits. that's an important point. Okay, moving on. Yeah, there we go. We managed to get a hit in there. Yes, you are following that 100% correctly. Okay, new mutations, and this is one of the more annoying parts of the game. So you'll notice this is showing 51 health. If the final mutation is 51 health, I'm gonna scream. These are persistent, so if you have only 2 coins, say, oh, come now, it's not. Yeah, if you don't have the key, for example, and you die, and you have to restart, don't worry, these will remain unlocked. So, there we go. Okay, time for more fighting. Oh, well, Thankfully, environmental things hurt the enemy as much as they do us. It's one of the few saving graces later on. Okay, almost time for a new mutation too. However, also noted their projectile attacks will affect things too. Be aware of that. I do actually like that animation. That is a good animation. But yeah, you saw how the barrel affected that dynamite box. There is indeed incremental progress, and there's another facet to it that we'll get into when I die. Unfortunately, sometimes the room layout makes boxes pretty useless. Unfortunately, no key at the present time, but that's okay. So long as you're backing away from an enemy, they don't really have much of a chance of hitting you at this level. And there's a boss door. Very good. Ah, key. Yes, we like those. In fact, we like new mutations. Let's go get that. Okay, so now with the E key, we're going to open the door to the mutation, and then we have to kick its ass. New mutation, Piranha! Only moderately fast, but when you attack, you speed forward. And with the right mouse button, you do this, and it's not terribly useful, I'm afraid. It does a little bit of damage, but it doesn't seem to stun anyone. It doesn't seem to do a whole lot. However, what I'm not showing very well is that if you can slide past an enemy while attacking, yeah, you can totally ruin any challenge whatsoever from a single enemy. So, new item, the mine. And unfortunately, spikes. Lots of spikes. Now, it should be noted that when you are the Piranha, you cannot depend upon your attacks shifting the barrels or the boxes in the right direction, and this will become important later. But for now, I do not actually expect to beat the first boss, even though I've played this game enough to know their patterns. Actually, since I'm not expecting to beat the first boss, One, two, three, four, 5. And that gives us the box with a question mark, which is actually kind of crap. There we go. 1 coin, 1 mine, 1 boss. Which boss will it be? It'll be the bee. The rocket bee. As you can see, he only attacks certain... Yeah, he's very pattern-based. However, even though he is very pattern-based, his attacks are explosive, so do watch out. And why not? Let's go with a ranged opponent who doesn't have dodge. So there, it's just being careful. And of course, picking up the ads. Make sure we actually kill him. Killing him unlocks a new item, the Little Wasp, and 1 DNA per boss killed. Mines, by the way, wouldn't work on him because he's flying. So, there we go. Okay, moving on. It's amazing we're doing so well. No, it isn't. So it basically goes 2 levels. One of which has a boss, one of which has a mutation, they're usually the same, and then a new area. So, let us use our new environmental attack. And our new enemy, who has an area effect attack. Basically, before we didn't want to let them get close, now we really don't want to let them get close. I really want... There we go. Chicken. Now, items of the same type stack, but if you happen to find a different item, then they will be replaced. Don't worry, they get replaced, dropped. So you can pick them up again. So we're gonna lure that enemy there. Pick this guy to oblivion. Notice how I'm not really using the dodge roll there. As long as I'm moving backward, we're relatively okay. Although the dodge roll is useful for getting past, pardon me, for getting past environmental obstacles, because it has iframes. Now, one possible tactic with the game is to save up these little blobs when you really need them. Oh, and the glass does damage you if you run over it. Specifically the glass bottles. These don't. The glass windows don't, but the glass bottles do. Yeah, now we're taking a lot of damage. And again, inattention. But yeah, you'll see that glass didn't damage us. However, this glass left the way open for us to hopefully smash that... Oh! Oh! Oh, I missed! Okay, let's have a bit of fun. I mean, I rarely use mines, so might as well. Yeah, that worked. Right, now let's see if I can pull this off. There we go. Now the head is piercing, and as long as these guys take explosive damage while it's cracking, they'll die. Otherwise, not so much. So, already, this game hasn't even been out that long, and already I'm giving you hot tactical tips. Unfortunately, there's not much tactics when there's not many enemies. No, piranha. Cool. Add coin door. Sweet. Unfortunately, the puking attack does affect people right next to the enemy. Oh, that was beautiful. That, not so much, but we fully healed, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, explosives will also set this shit off. Yeah, so here we go. We are attacking straight on. That is a very good question. This piranha does appear to have advantages against melee enemies, like these guys, because you can just glide past. Done well, you can just... There we go. The piercing means that... I can't remember the mutation's name, we're just going to call him Head for now, even though that's going to prove to be less than useful. Is useful with crowd control, Head. Yeah, that's the word I was using. While this guy, I mean, good against environmental obstacles, good against individual enemies, but as we'll see later on, melee kinda gets de-emphasized. Oh, you cheeky little wasp. Fine healing we don't need, but I still got because reasons. Oh, and we're already almost done. Well, oh crap. Yeah, because the enemies don't spawn immediately all the time, sometimes that can happen. Oh, that could have gotten so awkward. There we go. Floor plan, an item I rarely see. It basically creates a map for the level. And we're looking okay for the next level. Remember, this is where we're going to get the mutation and meet the boss. Don't want to let this guy be shooting upwards, because I want to take them out like this. So we got the time to use this, but as you can see, it's not a terribly useful ability. Good job, that wasp. Or fly, it's not clear. It's deliberately not clear. They're mutations. Okay, Oh, so close! I almost did that Oh, that's mean. Okay, so, chests can be unlocked the same way that, doors can. So we take some damage, running over the glass, we take some damage, walking over the chest, and we get a buzzsaw for it. As you've seen, the buzzsaws, they do some damage, but... It does allow you to cheese some bosses, but it's a very, very tedious way of cheesing bosses. Because it involves just running away from the boss just in these buzzsaw range and letting it very, very slowly contact damage the boss to death. Very slowly. But yeah, as you can see, this helped. Even though my running into things didn't. Yeah, here it is. Here's the new mutation. Now, can we afford it? We can afford the coin cost. Let's get rid of that. Now, you do have to move back and forth, and that's not the best feature. We don't have the key cost, and we honestly don't have the damage cost. Not yet. Maybe if there's a shop on this level. Unfortunately, when an enemy does trap you, it's Damage City. But the Piranha, when given room to play, just ruins enemies up close. And is able to quickly get away from dynamite. Ah, a shop. Okay. Mine, Buzzsaw, DNA, Upgrade Shop. Well, none of those sound appealing right now. We did the coin cost at least. Thankfully, when you mutate in the middle of an attack, your attack does finish. So, there's that. And unfortunately, there's not a lot to say right now. And this, I think, is one of the biggest flaws. That there's not a lot to say, and as you can see, there's... Oh, yeah, trailing items, the more you have, the better, but... Let's just get hideously damaged. Save time. There we go, and now we're gonna die. There we go. Okay, so now let's restart to show what restarting is like. And show the other aspect. So we got 1 DNA from the boss. We could have bought more DNA, but whatever. And we're going to get Swift Feet. Now, we can equip with the same. We buy with Enter. We go round. Each one has a DNA cost in the lower right here. We can do this with the mouse as well, but you will see that unlocking a new slot is 3 DNA, and then the next one is 12 DNA. Oh, wait a minute. Did that skill not equip? No, it equipped. Okay. New run. Now, we could play quick run, and it would run with the default color for the character, but honestly, I like these silly colors. And I hate playing him as the blonde white man. Don't know why. But hey, now we get the Piranha option right from the start. Just like I predicted. Just like I already knew, to be honest. No bollocks. But yeah, that's Piranha being really good. Yep, pink! Pink! Pink is good. Hell, I got raised being told to think pink. And that makes me feel like more of an old than ever. Now, unfortunately, the only one who has iframes is Chicken. Oh, I forgot to show off the library to show off what the mutations are actually called. Because they're all very simple and to the point. Although not all of them make sense at first. But, there we go. Right. Okay. Murder, murder, murder. Murder. Change murder. No dynamite, so... It's not meant to make sense. Well, no, it is meant to make a sort of twisted sense, but that involves getting far in the game and finishing it, which I haven't done yet, and honestly, I don't have that much desire to do, for reasons which hopefully are becoming somewhat clear. Especially with that skill thing. Jesus Christ. Oh hey, we get to see what the question mark box does. It gives us a strange item. What does the strange item do? Well, shit. That random item wasn't very helpful at all, was it? Oh well, that one was. By the way, you do have to hit the enter key there. Just so you know. Anyway, let's get through the factory. And it really is get through, because, well, there aren't a hell of a lot of surprises right now. We know these enemies. In fact, we know them well enough that you can see... Oh, a wasp! The wasp will, like the buzzsaw, occasionally contact damage people. However, it will do poison damage, and... Ooh. Does that actually do anything? That is actually an item I have not seen before. Doesn't appear to do anything. Anyway, coins. We don't need to worry about coins. We could get the floor plan, but no. Let's upgrade the shop, get more items. None of which we'll buy this time, but like everything else, it'll unlock. Now, casual reminder to the chat that while healthy disagreement is cool, I do not want to see people getting scrappy. Okay, that is not my bag. Now you'll also notice that that jerk ate our slime. Oh, and the plunger destroys all items in a room that can be destroyed. So, there we go. Hi, bye. Hi, 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 hi. There we go. Now, I am clearing out every room because, honestly, that gets me, well, more unlocks. including this grenade, which... let's show off its main problem. It is a grenade. Oh, shit. So, be aware. Yes, it's a grenade. It does grenade things. And that includes bouncing off walls. La, 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 la. What, no enemy spawns? Sometimes there are no enemy spawns. So, that's fun. Well, let's wait for these spikes to come up again. Oh, no. There we go, iframes. I've now demonstrated the iframes, the only useful feature, really, of chicken. Good job, chicken. You stay you. Okay, 2 more rooms, one of which was a little way away. Still don't know what's going on with this. Must be a secret of some description, but I do not know how to unlock it. It would not terribly surprise me to learn that it requires a very specific character. Anyway, right, let's use our grenade. Which boss is it this time? Oh, it's this guy! So, be very careful. This guy has a laser. He'll submerge himself. Every now and again, people will spawn. He'll slam, so you can get about 3 hits in. 2 hits. So it's 2 hits, dodge. Thankfully, he's not very good at aiming. Preferably, you want to spend your time getting rid of the ads. Well, we will get some kind of ranged weapon, that much I guarantee. Wow, he's really bad at aiming today. Normally, he's not this bad. Nonetheless, each boss dies very, picturesquely. Yes, that's the word I was going to use. Oh no, we missed a health item. He's still my beating heart. Ah, dear. Yeah, once you've gotten enemy patterns down, the challenge is more inattention than anything else. Okay. Lack of iframes on any other character is kind of a pain, but, you know, it's definitely not insurmountable. So, yeah, is the music feeling a bit repetitive yet? Mm-hmm. Well, it's okay. We're only going to be doing this one more run, and then we'll be moving on to the final game. Oh, yeah, oh yeah, we mentioned that guy. He has an area attack. Don't let him get close. You probably won't. Now I can depend on the aim here. So, there we go. Wait. Yeah, at least part of this is working out what the heck the secrets are, because I am actually almost certain now that that was a secret. It's just who unlocks it. And how. Yeah, why not, chicken? But we need them items. We need them items. Oh god, there's so much more of the floor. Didn't really aim that one right. Coin anarchy. Okay. Good enough. Not using my dodge roll. There we go. And funnily enough, we're very near another mutation. Well, another mutation on this level anyway. Now notice that the attacks do pull us forward a bit as chicken. And they definitely do pull you in the direction of the attack as piranha. Yes. Also, thankfully, when you use one of those items, the plunger, then, yeah, these will move away from you. A godsend. Oh, grenade. Nice. I could use that to destroy that. Or not. Okay. Nothing? Nothing. Okay, let's move on to getting that next unlock. Let us please, please, please move on to getting that next unlock. We got the health. We've definitely got the keys now. We have got the keys now, haven't we? Mostly. We just need one key. One key, and we'll be okay. And we are going to do the very silly thing and just... There we go, introduce some challenge. I haven't seen Piranha in a while, so let's use Piranha. and that's the boss door. Well, no. We are not fighting the second boss yet. You may have noticed there are a couple of different bosses. We definitely haven't seen them all, and we definitely haven't seen the most annoying. There is one boss in particular who is my nemesis. Oh, I hate that boss. Thank you. Yes, my nemesis. Unfortunately not in the Shadow of Mordor or Shadow of Mordor sense. I was gonna say okay, not in that sense either. Well, I suppose kind of close. But we will, well, I'm actually hoping we don't see him. But knowing my stream luck, probably we will. Okay. Yeah, Shadow of Mordor Wars, that works. Kick the hell out of you. There we go. Now the thing is, if you got the hitbox, you can in fact kick while they're in the glass. While they're behind the glass. I'm words and good today. Ah, and there we go, we got the 5 keys we need. Let's not spend keys. Let's instead kick the ever-loving crap out of 3 different things at once. And then meet another one. And then change again. Ah, blessed change. So much blessed change. And of course I was gonna be spending keys. Of course I was. No, I'm not. Not unless I absolutely have to, which unfortunately I probably do. But let's see if we can find any more keys before we do that. Oh! There we go! Yes. Key. Other... Fuck my life. Not gonna lie. Fuck my life. Oh hey, I don't need to spend any more, you bastards. Right, 2 keys. This time for sure. Unless, of course, this... No, this does lead to where we need. Very good. Right, let's beat up our new mutation. Hey buddy, who are you? You're a little guy who shoots slime. And I'm having the strangest difficulty in hitting you. Okay, meet Oil. Oil's right-click special ability is that, laying down oil. And then you can set it on fire. He is purely a ranged attacker, and our first pure ranged attacker. Oh, and we got a taser. The taser is one of our very few ranged followers. Now, it doesn't have a whole lot of range, but, you know, it's got some range. And as you can see, oil is pretty quick. You'll also notice that again, I'm not really using his environmental ability all that much. His right click. His basic attacks actually do just fine. Come on. I want as many of you here as possible before I blow this up. There we go. Okay, healing, maybe. Box with a question mark, hell no. Upgrade the shop, not really. Let's get another wasp, and let's get some healing. We could buy some DNA, but eh. Let's go take the boss. Who is gonna be the boss today? Who are we going to throw grenades past? Let's be realistic here. Oh, it's Spider Boss! Spider Boss will count to 3 and then stab wherever you're meant to, wherever you were. Keep moving. You'll also occasionally spit webs, so basically, so long as you know that 3 count, and so long as you take care to concentrate on his ads, and don't have this happen, then you won't get hurt. And in fact, you'll get a Chivo for not getting hurt. But... well, we killed him at least. And we've managed to show things off. And we've got lots and lots of coins. And we're showing off the 3rd level. Out of something like 5 or 6, I think. 3rd area, even. The Furnace! Welcome to hell! Welcome to where the game suddenly decides it wants to be challenging. So, see these grates on the floor that heat up? Ow! See those pipes that are smoking? Ow! And indeed, ow! And this guy! And this guy! The spike guy will, there we go, he'll basically try and trail you, and this guy has an area attack. Don't go near him, or that will happen. But hey, we got a whole 2 DNA, so we can unlock an ability which we can't put on unless we've got another 1 DNA and buy this and then spend 2 DNA on... Now, funnily enough, with the exception of 1 boss, the bosses are heavily pattern-based, and once you got the pattern, you're cool. I like the aesthetic. I like some of the music. I think the intro is wonderfully silly. So, here's the mutations we've unlocked so far. Chicken, grub, fish, and oil. With 1, 2, 3 more to unlock. One of which I've unlocked on my other save. And items, of which there are many. Most of these here are going to be followers. And then there's the occasional utility item. So that has been freaky awesome. I've gotten pretty far in the game. I haven't unlocked any of the secrets that appear to happen. We did see that one thing, the oil thing. It's okay. I mean, it's not great. It's got flaws. It's okay. So we're going to be moving on to the final game of the night, And that will be... That is actually a very good question, Elle. What would make you want... Well, honestly, Isaac has some very similar problems, and many of the roguelites have very similar problems. But we will be coming back to similar subjects in the future. Obviously, I'm reviewing both Freaky Awesome and Dresden Files Co-op, and the game that is coming up next after a very short break. See you then.